Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul for you. My favourite kind of haul to watch, and also the only type that I think I've ever made, a homeware haul. Yesterday I went to IKEA and Homesense, so I am well ready for homeware hauling. That didn't really make any sense, but yeah, I have got lots to show you. And it's all been sitting in bags and I'm now desperate to put it all away, so I'm gonna crack on and show you all the bits and pieces. Anybody who has ever been to IKEA, and if you haven't been to IKEA, where have you been, for goodness sake? But anyone that's ever been to IKEA will know that a lot of the stuff I picked up in IKEA was highly random. So let me just crack straight on. First up is 30 of these Bavara clip things for like open bags. We use these in the freezer, we use these like with the big bags of crisps, we use these all the time, but they seem to wander off quite a lot and the kids break them and stuff, so we bought another bag of those. We never seem to have enough glasses, and we seem to have had a lot of people to visit lately and there definitely weren't enough glasses, so we picked up another couple of these. Cheap and cheerful, I can't remember what they're called, but we like these. I know you're not really supposed to stack glasses, but they do kind of stack reasonably okay in the cupboard, which means you can get twice as many in, so I picked up a couple of those. I picked up a new doormat. This is to go by our kitchen door because the one that we had over the summer basically got annihilated and is now living outside the back door, but we kind of still need one inside the back door, so that's going there. I told you it was random, didn't I? Next up, a potty. We actually already have one of these, but we are probably going to be starting potty training Quinn in the not too distant future, and we figured it would probably be useful to have one for upstairs and one for downstairs, so we picked up a second one because they're nice and cheap. I also picked up some of these sandwich bags. We absolutely love these IKEA sandwich bags. They're really, really good value. This particular bag is the one that box is the one we seem to get through the most. It's quite little and you can get kind of a little sandwich and stuff in them. They're really useful for kind of packed lunches or snacks when we're out and about with the kids, so we get through absolutely tons of these Istad sandwich bags, so we always pick up some of those whenever we're there. I also picked up 2 new cushion covers. Now these are for existing cushions that I've got in our bedroom that have actually got kind of white coloured pillowcases. They're kind of more creamy and they're not really the kind of crisp white that I prefer that these are, and they're also quite old and they've been washed, and I've tried kind of bleach washing them and they just look a bit manky, and I saw these and these were £1.75 each, and I kind of figured you can't really argue with less than £2 for a cushion cover, so I picked a couple of these up to go on our bed and replace some old ones that we've got. I also picked up this blanket. Now I feel like my husband would tell you that for me, no trip to IKEA is complete without a new blanket or a new cushion. Managed to avoid cushions, did buy cushion covers, but we didn't avoid blankets today. Since we have just been kind of rearranging the way that we do stuff at home, and we've now got a sofa in the playroom, a couple of the blankets that were living in the lounge have migrated it to the playroom for kind of snuggling and watching telly and stuff. And I needed another one for in here because I'm one of these people, tell me if you're one too, who really likes to kind of snuggle under a blanket when they're watching television in the evenings. So I saw this one, this kind of pale kind of, it's not duck egg, it's more kind of skyish blue, but it's kind of like a grey muted blue, is perfect for in here. It really kind of goes with like the, as you can see behind, like the tone of the wall and the kind of other bluey coloured kind of cushions and stuff, so it's going to look absolutely lovely in here. It's also nice and thick because the existing blanket that we've got in the lounge, because I want one for each sofa and we've only got one in here at the moment, the existing blanket is quite thin and it's lovely. It's not quite warm enough now, it's getting a bit chillier, so I wanted a slightly thicker, warmer one. This one is the Ingabrita. I think this was 20 or £25, so not the cheapest, but on a per use basis I get my money's worth out of a blanket because I use them all the time. And then I also picked up 2 new shower mats because when we moved in here we bought new shower mats, but my husband kind of picked them up on the way through the showroom when we were in IKEA, and actually they're too big. There's kind of a little cubby bit as you step out of our shower, and the shower mats that we had were too wide and they curl up at the edges and it just looks naff and it really, really annoys me. So I picked up some smaller ones. I also picked some up in a nice kind of grey colour, which kind of suits the bathroom a little bit better, because the ones we had were a bit of a petrol-y blue colour, which clearly Rich was drawn to that colour for some reason, but it didn't really go. So we've got 2 new grey ones that are a slightly smaller size rather than the massive ones that we used to have. The main reason that we went on this trip is because I have kind of got into my head that I wanted to start sorting out the storage in Everly's wardrobe. She has got a massive built-in wardrobe in her bedroom that actually we're not really using at the moment, and it felt like a complete waste of space, and it was really starting to annoy me because I felt like it was a waste that we had this fantastic cupboard that we could be utilising. So the thing I'm not going to be able to lift up and show you because it's too big, but I will pop a picture up here so that you can see. We picked up 2 of the IKEA units. Now, if you're familiar with the IKEA Kallax unit, it's really, really, really similar to the Kallax unit, just slightly smaller. So the dimensions of the boxes inside are slightly smaller, and it hasn't got the wider border around the outside. The reason we went for the IKEA over the Kallax was just the fact that because it was slightly smaller, it meant we could get more into the wardrobe. So we could get 2 IKEAs into the wardrobe, 2 of the kind of 2x2, like the 4 square units, whereas we only could have got 1 Kallax in the same place. So that's why we went for those. So as well as the IKEA, we had to buy some insets to go inside it. So we picked up these scub ones. I've picked up 2 sets, and they're a pack of 3. So I don't know if you can see fully from the little picture. They're just little square units, and they have like a little, this bit here is like a little pull handle on them. They, I originally was going to buy the white ones, but the next thing I'm about to show you, they didn't have available in the white. They only had it available in the turquoisey colour, and then I kind of figured, you know what, it's going in a kid's wardrobe. It's quite fun to have it in turquoise. We bought the IKEA drawer units in white, so it'd be quite nice to have a bit of a bright and interesting colour in the wardrobe. So we picked up 6 of these. Also picked up another part of the scub range. I don't know if you can see in the picture there. It's one of those kind of hanging shelf things that you kind of hang over the rail in the wardrobe, and then it's kind of like little shelves that you can put stuff in. There's a lot of arm waving going on here, isn't there? But yeah, basically I'm hoping that we can completely transform her storage space so that she's got loads and loads of room to put all of her bits and pieces away in there. And of course, no wardrobe makeover would be complete without a few more hangers. So I picked her up some more of these. I really love these little IKEA kids hangers. They are the perfect size for kids' clothes, and they're really, really nice quality. So I just picked up a couple of packets. The other thing that I was in IKEA for yesterday was the Christmas bits, because the Christmas stuff is in the shops. And I have learnt to my error in the past that the Christmas stuff tends to sell out in IKEA really, really quickly. So I wanted to get in there quite early. Already one of the things I really wanted to buy, they were out of stock on, which was a bit of a shame, but I did buy quite a few bits and pieces. The reason why I'm buying so many new decorations this year is that actually now that we've moved, we can have 2 trees this year. So we will still have the normal tree that we would have, kind of our grown-up tree in the living room in here, and then in the playroom we're going to have a kids tree. So I've been talking to them about the sort of colour scheme that they would like, and Dylan really likes the idea of having white and red and grey. He's very Nordic and stylish, I think, don't you think? So we picked up some bits and pieces that fit in with that theme. So first up was these little glass baubles that have got little white splattered dots on. I think these were $6.95 for 3. I then picked up these little knitted hearts in the lovely bright red. Kind of wish I'd bought 2 packets of these. I might just go back for another pack. I bought these little paper snowflakes. I've actually got quite a few of the little paper decorations. So these, basically, it's really probably quite hard to tell on the camera, but in the bottom, in the back here, you've got them all folded up, and they're basically like little concertinaed stars. I really like the idea that the kids' tree will be a kind of bit more kid friendly, so I want stuff that's kind of knitted paper, stuff that kind of feels a bit more kind of simplistic and childlike, so we're kind of trying to go with that sort of thing in there. I also picked up these paper decorations. These ones are like paper, what are they called? Pine cones. So I thought they were quite cute. I also picked up some more paper decorations. These ones are paper stars, and when you open them you kind of squeeze them and then they go a bit 3D, so there's 6 in that packet, so they were quite a good little pack. I picked up these baubles. These are very simple. They're kind of, I think, I like to have very classic looking baubles and then kind of a few bits and pieces that are a bit more statement-y. So these are kind of just kind of space birds really, but I thought they were really pretty. They've just got a really nice simple striped design on them, which I thought was quite cute. I picked up these little robins. Couldn't really resist these when Dylan is after a red and grey and white colour scheme. Aren't they cute? I also picked up a packet of the ribbons, which are designed to go on the tops of the baubles. I have never seen these before in IKEA. I don't know how I've missed them. I kind of wish I'd bought more packets now. Obviously when you buy these, they have kind of a knobbly bit on the top, but they don't have the ribbon on them. So these are designed to go on top of those. But I find that when I buy a lot of decorations, they don't always have the kind of ribbony string bit on. And these look way classier because they're like proper ribbons. So I kind of wish I'd bought another packet of these. Clearly when I go back for some more of the knitted hearts, I might be buying another packet of those. And then finally, the last Christmassy thing. This looks very unimpressive in its packet. I will hold it up so you can see what it is. It is basically one of those wires with little LED lights on. I've basically bought this to put on the mantelpiece because we have a mantle this Christmas, which I am obscenely excited about having, that I can dress with stuff. So I've just picked that up to kind of lay all the way across our mantle with some other bits and pieces that I've been picking up along the way. So I think that brings IKEA to a close, which means I can move on to Homesense, which is basically one of my favourite shops for going and buying bits and pieces in full stop. Got quite a few nice little bits and pieces. Again, quite Christmassy. I was clearly in the mood for Christmas yesterday when I was shopping. I picked up these, again, it's for the children's Christmas tree. Some little snowflakes in grey and white. They're that kind of clay-like. And they were $4.99 for 3, which I thought was quite good value. I picked up these little jingly set of bells. I thought, again, they're just more of a kind of filler to put all over the tree and kind of spread out that red theme. But it was a whole box, and I don't know how many's in there. 12, I think, for £6. I thought that was really good value. I also picked up this candle because, quite frankly, I have a bit of a problem with buying smelly candles. This is by a brand called Sand and Fog, who I've quite recently discovered, courtesy of TK Maxx and Homesense. It just says on the front, inspired on the California coast. And this one is in the scent Midnight. But I have had a few of these now. This one's $7.99. I think I've also picked them up for $6.99. But I've had one called Holiday Berry and one called Apple Cider, both of which smell amazing. They've kind of got that hint of kind of Christmassy autumn smell without being too kind of cloves and cinnamon. This one again is quite Christmassy. I love the fact it's got like a really pretty lid on the top, because of course this stuff matters. And it just smells so Christmassy. The other thing that I really like about Sand and Fog, which is one of the reasons that I think they are worth keeping an eye out for, is that they do a variety of scents, but they do them in a lot of different jars. So I know that the Holiday Berry one that I bought, they did it in a red jar, they did it in a green jar, they did it in a white jar. This might not sound like a big deal, but I'm really kind of a white, blue, grey, interiors-y kind of person. So a red and a green candle just doesn't look nice in my house. I know this sounds really pathetic, but I quite like the fact that I could get a Christmassy smelling candle without it being in an overly like gold or red or green kind of Christmassy looking pot. So if that kind of thing matters to you and you like a neutral looking pot but a good Christmassy smell, then definitely look out for Sand and Fog. I really like the smells, and they're quite pungent. They're like strong, so you like them. Like the one that we have had on the last few nights is the apple cider one, and we light it and then we obviously blow it out when we go to bed, and you can come down and like the next afternoon it still smells of that candle. So they've got kind of good lingerability about their smell, which I think is good value for money, because if you buy a smelly candle you want the smell to hang around, right? I also picked up these babies. Now how cute are these? When I was talking about my little fairy lights earlier, I'm going to put tea lights in these. These are to go on my mantelpiece. They're just going to look so cute. They were $5.99, so like £6. That makes them like £2 each. I think that's really good value. They're ceramic, they're not like plasticky or cheap or horrible. I just think they're absolutely adorable, and they're going to make a really kind of cute, snowy sort of looking scene across my mantelpiece. I'm so excited now to dress the house up for Christmas. It's going to look great. Now this last one, Dylan spotted this, and I think Rich and I both had fallen into the trap of, yeah, that's lovely, we'll just buy it, but it's going to look so cute. And it is one of these, I'm all tangled up, how am I going to show you? I finally untangled it. It's one of these advent garlands with the little numbered stockings on. I mean, how cute is that? and Dylan spotted it and said, oh, this would be so much fun for Christmas because we could have a little message in each one. I mean, how adorable is that? He didn't even want a chocolate in every single one, just wants a message. I'm probably going to put a chocolate in them as well, but I thought these, again, slightly obsessed about my mantelpiece, would look really cute hanging across the mantle, and this was $12.99. I mean, it's so cute. These are really cute quality little stockings as well. I mean, look at them. The stockings are felt, they've got the little felt number, they've got the little furry top on. They're just so cute. I'm so excited now for Christmas. So that was my homeware haul of bits and pieces that I picked up in Homesense and Ikea. A very kind of wintry, Christmassy, dare I say it, haul of bits and pieces that I've been picking up so that I can get ready for the festive season. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you again for another video very soon. Thanks for watching.